Today I'm going to show you the SeeYou Navigator app. This is not an ad, I just like the app and I thought I'd give you a short review. I did write a review for Cross Country magazine. I'll tell you more about it later. I have a very good relationship with Navigator. I've done some work with them, I've helped them with translations. I'm an old-fashioned pilot. I'm the one who's always flown with a dedicated flying instrument like this guy here. So I refused to fly with my phone until a few years ago that I put together a lightweight cross-country kit. So as an iPhone user, my options were kind of limited. I saw there was a Thermgeek and Fly Sky High, and I decided to try Fly Sky High, but I never connected with the apps. So I decided to stay just with the sound of my XC Tracer Mini. So a few months ago, I saw on social media that Navigator was launching a smartphone app. And since I'm a big fan of Navigator, I decided to give it a go. I've owned I think every single instrument that Navigators have ever launched. I have a UDI 5 Pro. I got it first in 2012 and I've upgraded it whenever they have a new upgrade, and I have the latest version with the Fanet. It's a really nice instrument, plus their customer service is just fantastic. So the app is free. You can download it on the App Store if you have an iPhone, and if you have an Android phone, you can download it from the Google Store. So the app is very easy to use, and I'm going to show you a little bit about it. As you can see here, no, this is not going to work. I have a better idea. Okay, so this is much better. So first of all, I have to say what kind of glider I have. So I'm a paraglider, and here you have a library of all the gliders that are in the world. So I'm going to look for mine. I have a Gin Camino. You can even choose the size you have, so you have the right polar curve. So this is standard setting you have when you first open the app. You have a menu, a layers menu. You have some nav boxes. You can zoom in and out. And you also have this little fellow here on the right. It tells you whether you're flying, you're walking, etc. You can also zoom in and out using your fingers like in a photo. Let's take a look at the menu. So you have a target menu, you can create a task, you can set up your wings, you can pair your devices, you also have a logbook, settings, and an exit button. As I said before, I use the app with the solar Vario. I use the XC Tracer Mini 2. So let's switch it on, go to the devices menu and look for it on the list. And all you have to do is click on it and you're ready to go. It's that simple. Now let's say you want to navigate towards a target. I have some waypoints collections that I previously uploaded on my SeeYou account. You can select them and unselect it pretty easily. But I'm going to choose this one with the waypoints from my area. Then it shows a list of waypoints you have. So you just click on one and there's a red dotted lines to show you towards your target. These nav boxes here show you your target, the distance, the heading, and if you want to stop navigating to that target, just hit clear target and there you go. You can also navigate to any point in your map by pressing and holding your finger on the screen. It tells you how far you are from that target, and then you just hit go to navigate towards it. Now let's say you want to create a task if you're flying a competition or you just want to have a goal for the day. You can create a task manually, or you can load it from a collection or scan a QR code. Let's create a task from scratch. Adding turn points is very easy. All you have to do is choose one from the list or look it up on the search field. Then you choose the radius. As you can see, it's going to set it as a default as the start of speed section, but you can change that later. Then you add the rest of the waypoints in the same way. Set the radiuses. You can change which waypoint is the start of the speed section just by sliding to the left and selecting the option. Now let's set up the time. It's 11:30 now, so let's say I want to have the start at 12, and that's all. You have a task. You also have some options like edit task. You can share it with your friends via QR code, or you can also clear the task. Now let's say I want to add another glider. As I said, I usually fly with my Camino, but let's say I want to use the app with my normal cross-country gear. So once again, you look for your glider on the menu and you add it. You can choose the size and you can choose between each glider. Now let's take a look at the logbook. It's really nice. It shows a list of all of your flights, and it also displays some basic information. From the logbook, you can also open your flight on the SeeYou cloud to analyze it better. You can send the IGC file via email or text message, or you can claim it on the online contest of your choice. Now let's take a look at the settings menu. Here you have your SeeYou cloud settings. Here you can set your integrations. You have a link to your SkySight account and your Top Media account to see weather information on the go. I don't have any of these, so I wasn't able to try them. This is the information on your SeeYou subscription. Here you can set your maps and layers, which you can also set up from the main screen. Here you can set the map orientation. Let's leave it on track up. Here are your waypoint collections. Here you can add the nav boxes and buttons. You have a long list of options of nav boxes you can add to your screen. You also have some indicators like a compass, a round vario, and some buttons as well. You can also change the layout of the nav boxes with some presets that come with the app. You can also choose whether to use the app in portrait mode or landscape mode. I prefer to use it on portrait mode, that way it takes less space on my cockpit. Then you can set the units. You can also have a compass rose. This is something I was begging Navigator to add under UDI, and I'm pretty happy that now they have the option. You can also activate the sounds in the app for airspace and tasks. Here you can choose how to move around the map with using your fingers. You can have the option of moving around with one finger and zooming in and out using two fingers like in a photo. You can also choose the swipe option, so you can zoom in and out by swiping your finger up and down. And then if you want to move around the map, you just press and hold, and you move around using one finger. The app also comes with a thermal assistant, so you can see your progress inside a thermal, and you can set the zoom for this thermal assistant. Here you can choose which airspaces display on the map. Now let's take a look at the layers menu. You can choose a light map with no terrain, and it's very simple to see. You can also choose a terrain map that is very detailed and beautiful, as you can see. And finally, you have a satellite map. Let's leave the outdoor map for now. Then on the layers, you can choose to see the airports, paragliding sites, which is really neat because you can see all the paragliding takeoffs there are. You can also activate and deactivate the airspaces from here. Display the information from the rain radar and see the information from Skyways. Skyways shows you every single track that's ever been uploaded to the web, so you can see where people have flown. As you can see here in the Alps, there are lots of flights. This is very handy if you go to a place you don't know, that way you know which way you can fly and the options you have. Now I'm going to set up my screen. If you want to change a nav box, all you have to do is press and hold it, and there's a menu with some options. If I want to move it around, all I have to do is use my finger and place it wherever I want to have it. I can also make it bigger or smaller. If I want to remove a button or nav box, I just click on remove. Let's move these zoom buttons around. And let's add a vario. Something that's very neat, that you can change the background color, the color. You can basically customize it the way that you like it. Let's place it here, and there you go. Let's add a compass rose. Oh, this is really nice. I can select the size of the compass rose. I think it looks very nice. Let's add a wind indicator and place it right here. I'm going to remove the paragliding sights. And there you go. Here's a screen I would normally fly with. Alright, enough talking. Let's go for a flight. Oh no! Oh no! It's snowing! I can't fly when it's snowing! Fortunately, I've had this app for quite a few months and I've been able to try it quite a bit. So let's go to a flight that I made this fall. Okay, in the little task I designed, I have to go to Dent de l'Enfant first. Okay, I want to be able to see my task. Okay, I'm exiting my start cylinder. Okay, the tandem climb. So, should be able to do the same thing. Oh, I'm touching the cylinder. Okay, so I got the start. Should have beeped, but I think I have the volume set too low on my phone. Did my turn point already? Oh, I'm supposed to go to the Montman takeoff. Kind of difficult given the conditions, but I'm going to try. Right, so I managed to climb a little bit, enough to make it to my turn point at Montman. Look at this view of La Tournette. It's just stunning. Okay, 1.4 k's from my turn point. 800 meters. 300 meters. That's a funny sound. Okay, now I have to go back to Plan Fait. I'm gonna climb here. Nothing else going on here. So I'm gonna go back. I'm not going super fast. Let's try take that final turn point. Only 1.7 kilometers. I'm 800 meters or less than 800 meters from my turn point at the Plan Fait takeoff. It's pretty cold. Here you can see my cylinder approaching on the top of the screen. 100 meters. 2, 1. Woohoo! Okay, that was the end of speed section. Now I have to go once again to 400 meters to finish my task. 600 meters. Woo! Okay, so my task is finished. Over and out. I'm gonna land down there. I'm really cold. So who is this app for? I think this app is for everyone. If you're a beginner and you don't know which instrument to buy, just get a Bluetooth Vario and pair with your phone. For intermediate pilots, XC pilots who want to have a backup or a main instrument, hike and fly pilots. I don't know if you want a second backup, a third backup. I don't know. I think this app is just for everyone who flies. So what do I love about this app? I think it's beautiful, it's aesthetic. I think it's very easy to use. It has a lot of functionalities and I'm sure they're gonna add some more. Something that I'd like to see is, for example, is that the map centers on its own again, because once you move it around with your fingers and you want it to recenter again, it doesn't do that automatically like the UDI does. I would also like to choose which camera to use when I'm gonna scan a QR code, because you could have already your phone mounted on your cockpit and you don't want to take it out and everything. If you could scan it like this with another instrument, that'd be neat. I would also like to see some social media buttons, because, well, you just landed after a majestic flight and you just want to scream it to the world and yeah, just tell everybody on Facebook, on Instagram or wherever that you made this flight. So it would be nice if you could share it that way. I think it would also be very useful if you could share your tasks via messaging. That way you could share it on a WhatsApp group or whatever, and if you're in a competition or with a group of friends, that would be very helpful. I would also like to see clickable airspaces. This is very useful because if you don't know what this airspace is about, it would be great just to be able to push it and you get information like you can get on the UDI. I'd also think it would be great if you could create new waypoints directly on the app. You can click on the map and navigate to a point, but you cannot save this point. This is good because you have the coordinates displayed on the screen and you could transmit that, copy that and transmit it to an emergency service, for example, but you cannot add a new waypoint. So I think this is the downside of this app, and I hope they include this feature in the future. We would also like to see live tracking on this app because we want our families and friends to follow us. The app is only available in English at the moment, but Navigator told me they're working on it and they're gonna have available in other languages. So I guess I'm gonna be translating this into Spanish very soon. As I said before, I did write a review for Cross Country magazine, and it's in issue 226 in the English version and in issue 64 of the Spanish version. So I'm gonna leave you the links below so you can check it out. Well, I hope you like this review. Tell me what you think about this app. Have you used it? Are you interested? Which app do you use for your phone? Well, thanks for watching. Thank you for your support. Subscribe if you haven't. Share this video with your friends. And well, until the next video, have a nice flight. Bye.